so good to have you joining us tonight. Tonight's a special night. I'm getting back together with, I don't want to call her an old friend because she's a young friend, but I've known her for a very long time. She really needs no introduction, but I'm going to give her a bit of a one anyhow. Mary and I have been working together for, probably close to 20 years or so. It feels sometimes longer, but sometimes not even a heartbeat away. And she is probably one of the finest mediums and psychics that I have ever worked with, and I've worked with a lot in my half century or so of doing this work. She's amazing, and she's fantastic, and I can't tell you how delighted I was when last I was speaking with her. She had the idea that wouldn't it be fun to do another radio show, and I didn't even give her a chance to take it back. So I have happily convinced her to come out of retirement for one night only, and she and I are going to, there is a long list of people here. We're going to hit as many of them as we can. Please be patient with us and with Jeannie, who is doing the screening, because without her, nothing would happen here. We would be so confused as to who called in, when, and where. She is numbering people as they call in, and we're taking the calls as they come in. So, Mary, welcome back to Blog Talk Radio and Nightlight Radio.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much, Barb, and thank you, Jeannie, and thank you all you wonderful souls who have shown up today and all you people who are waiting in line. Thank you. And, Barbara, a big thank you because I love Mary Poppins. I don't understand why I can't fly and, raise myself off that roof a little bit and jump down. That would be nice. But until I'm given wings, I'll just stay right here. So I thank you all for coming and being a part of this, because even though I have officially retired, it does keep coming back into my head. And so I guess we're going to have some fun tonight, and we're going to hear from some of your loved ones or maybe your higher selves.
Okay, well, we're going to jump right in, and here's how it's going to work. I am going to bring somebody on the air. I'm going to say, welcome to the show. I'm going to give them what Spirit gives me to say to them, and then Mary, and I'll turn it over to Mary, and Mary will do her thing. We are not going to spend a great deal of time on everyone because there are so many people waiting to get on. We're going to try to hit as many as we can. So, without having you ask a question, I'm going to welcome to the show Allison. Are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello to you.
Okay, so I am going to give you what I get real fast here, and then I'm going to turn it over to Mary, and she's going to do her tuning in and give you what she gets for you, and then we will move on. And okay, so what I've got here is this is a time of abundance for you. It really feels like you're working on making changes, and I have to applaud you because you've made a lot of changes in your life of late, and some of them have not been easy for you, but it does feel as though you are flowing in a new direction, and there are a lot of new venues that are opening up for you that are bringing you into a time in the fall where magic is actually going to happen for you. I have to tell you, you have made a difference not only in your life but in the lives of the people around you, and sometimes you wonder if anybody notices, but they do. They absolutely do. Mary, all yours.
Thank you. Allison, that is so nice that she said that, and I have to say she's right on, because for me, the first thing I saw was Christmas around you. So I think this is a time where you give yourself a gift, and it reminds me of myself every time I stop and I go, okay, organize, get rid of the junk. And I hope you're doing that because there are several layers on you. So the more you organize, appreciate, and hug the very best of you, your life goes smoother. And So you're really on a river journey, and I think you're going to find that you are on a path that you go, oh, I kind of been here before, but I think it's a time where you bring in past lives where you may not even realize it because things will feel familiar. And I have to applaud you because you have lots and lots and lots of special abilities that you don't even know about. So go for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I hope that makes sense.
Are we allowed to ask a question and relate to anything, or just this is just like
I'm
I
sorry,
don't know
but,
what kind of format you do. That's okay. Okay, that's fine.
Well, neither do we. You're the first one, but I do encourage you to, you'll be able to play this back. It will be an archive if you want to go back and listen again, and probably Mary or I would be available to, expand upon it if you need. You can always get a hold of. Yeah, you can always get a hold of me through my website, and I can consult with Mary, and we can get back to you.
Yeah, really. But bless you. Okay.
Right. Oh,
thank you.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, 1 down and 4 million to go.
I wish it were pennies.
Okay.
I'd be picking them up.
Oh, me too. Okay, Donna, are you there?
Hi, how are you? Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, we're doing fine so far. I do from what I got here on the cards. That's really kind of interesting. This is going to be a time of karmic experiences for you. It does feel as though the next couple of months you're going to either be gifted or honored in ways that you don't expect, and that's because you have karma returning to you, all in a good way. It's going to embarrass you from time to time because you don't know why people are being so nice to you. Don't look for agendas. There aren't any. Not this life anyhow. But it does feel as though you're being set free to follow your dreams and follow your heart. And it does look as though there is a sense of you need to take care of yourself a little bit more. You need to check out what you're eating and make sure that you have a more balanced diet going on. But as you get into the fall, as you get into around September timeframe, there's a sense here of crossing a threshold into new understanding of this and other dimensions. And so you're kind of having an awakening that is going to be very profound for you. Unfortunately, not everybody's going to go through the exact same thing, so there won't be a lot of people you can talk to about it. But no, it's very, very special, and you worked very, very hard to get to this point. Mary, all yours.
Okay.
Thank you.
Donna, for me, the first thing I pick up is that you're entering a period of luck. So I would certainly not bank, put the house up. But if you feel like you need to play a lottery card, I'd play it because I think the other side has been feeding you these little bits and pieces and keeping you safe for many, 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 many years. So I would start my day with blessings and gratitude and expect the abundance and the blessings. Oh, and of abundance. And I think that's really important to you, that this is a time of abundance. And I also think that, Donna, you have a very nice ability to know when to call others and let them know when you're thinking of them.
Yes, that's so true. Yeah.
Because you've had many lives as a nurse. You're a very giving, loving person.
And that's what I've always done. I've always been like a nurse to people, to elderlies and whatnot. That's funny you picked up on that. Yeah, that's what I've done my whole life. Take care of people.
So now play the lottery, but tell God what you need. And I'm really being told to tell you, buy a new pair of shoes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Donna. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. We're on a roll, Mary.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah. Okay, we've got Patricia. You there, Patricia?
I am. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Mary, so much for taking my call tonight.
Thank you,
Oh,
Pleasure.
actually, I am so glad because if it weren't for all of you, Mary and I would be here just, trading recipes. So it makes it so much more fun. Okay, so this is going to be a time frame. The next 6 months, especially, in which you have to focus on bringing yourself back into balance. You seem to have gone off in many different directions and sort of fragmented yourself. So it's time to pull stuff back together. It's time to get back into balance because you have a summer coming up here where a lot of things are going to be altering in a very good way. But unless you're in balance, you're not going to be able to deal with it as well as you should. Please take care of decluttering, take care of tying up loose ends, because what you've got coming, in the fall time frame are whole new excursions of excitement that you have coming, especially with your intuition and your insight. There's a tremendous amount of healing energy here, and I do feel that the element of commitment is here, along with signing of legal papers in the fall time frame. So major changes, all of them happy, all of them good, but stay in balance because otherwise you'll just spin around like a crazy lady for a while. It won't stop anything. It will just postpone a lot of the good things that are online here. It'll put them off for a while, and that's ridiculous. All you have to do is bring yourself into balance. Also, if you have been a little bit dizzy, it's third eye. It's third eye material, but it's also inner ear stuff. So if you have been a little bit flaky and dizzy, have your doctor check either your sinuses or your inner ear, because it feels like there might be the beginning of a minor infection there that will make you feel dizzy. Okay, Mary, all yours.
Well, first, Barb, are you picking up me with my inner ear?
Oh, no, you're always wacko.
Oh. And 10 trips to the doctor.
Yeah.
Patricia, do they call you Patricia or something else? Patty or?
Patricia or Tricia, only because my twin name is Patrick. So.
Oh, thank you. Okay, well, can I call you Tricia then?
Please.
Okay, because I see you also taking care of people, but you have an interesting life. Have you ever considered putting it down on paper or doing art? Because you have an artistic side, I think, that's unexplored.
I've never thought about putting it on paper, but I do take care of people, yes.
Yeah, you do. Well, you know what? Because the creative energy likes to be recognized. So when you're taking care of people and you're not ready to write yet, even though there are some wonderful things out there to help you write, you can ask Barbara about that later. But one thing you can do is make up a funny story for them. Everybody loves humor, so unless they got a bad headache, and then they're in no mood for it. But you have a delicious sense of humor that you entertain yourself with, and I'm asking you to entertain others with it, even if it's just a hug and a smile. I hope that makes sense to you.
It does. It really does. Thank you so
I'm glad.
much.
Okay, yeah. And then the next time you call in, because there might be another day, but let us know because I think you're very talented.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies, so much. I love you. God bless you, and you both stay safe.
Thank you.
Oh,
You too, Patricia.
You as well.
Thank you.
There is something about having to be a hermit for 3 months that makes you want to reach out to everybody out there. So this is a good way we can remember that there are other people out there, too. Okay, we've got Jane here. Hi, Jane. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you both doing?
I'm fine. I didn't hear your name.
Jane.
It's Jane.
Jane, thank you. It's as easy as Mary.
Jane. Jane, you've got, your intuition and your insight is really quite profound. If you haven't been working with it to develop it, whether it be in meditation or prayer or whatever, please keep going with it, because no matter how far or how much developed it is at this point in time, it has miles that it can go, and it does feel as though you've sort of been reaching in other directions as well. Healing energy is here. There's insight here. There's a tremendous amount of power inside of you that seems like it's been building and building and building, and it's time that you started to manifest a lot of those thoughts and dreams that you've been holding inside for so very long. It does feel as though the element of laughter is here. I see you attracting new people into your life so that there are new friends, new acquaintances, new people that you're going to get involved with as we move into the fall time frame. So do though work on the spiritual energies that surround you and are within you, because they are just waiting to pour out and be shared with a lot of other people. Mary, all yours.
Jane, I see two things. I don't know if this has been kind of a rough period where you feel like you've been rolling over and letting things happen to you, but this is around you. And this is lessons in patience and lessons in acceptance. And some of us have to do it over and over and over, but they make us stronger in the end. And I really would like to recommend a book by Richard Bach, and I'm recommending this to everybody, the book Illusions.
Illusions?
Do you know the book?
No, you said it's called Illusion?
Yes, Illusions by Richard Bach, B-A-C-H. He's written several, but this is one of his first, and very, very easy reading.
Okay.
And so he actually wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull, if anybody is old enough to remember that one. But it is a wonderful book, and I think you just don't realize sometimes how gifted you are, or connected. I don't want to say gifted. I want to say connected.
Okay.
Okay, I hope that means everything to you, Jane.
It does, yes.
Okay, you have had many, many lives as nuns, religious people, priests, doctors, ministers. It goes on and on and on. So,
wow.
Okay, very nice person.
Well, thanks for calling.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jane. Illusions for everybody.
Oh,
yes,
great book. Great book.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, I know that we're only giving everybody a little bit, but hopefully the little bit is all you need to kind of move forward a little bit more. Obviously, Mary and I could probably go on a long time with each of you, but then it wouldn't be any fun for those that are waiting. So, okay, we've got Christiana. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. So I've got your cards out here, and it feels as though this is a time for freedom. This is a time for letting go of things that you've been holding on to. I see you getting rid of a lot of old baggage, and it's almost like you're unpacking trunks and making sure that all you have is an overnight bag. So this is the time in which you're really letting go of some of those emotional things you've been carrying for a long time. It does feel as though this is a time where a new you is emerging. There is the birth of a new you coming out here, and it does look as though this is a time where you're going to be working very hard at letting go of old habits that don't work and allowing yourself to merge into new philosophies and new, not habits, but practices that are going to serve you better. It's a time of really letting go of old modalities that don't serve you anymore. I see you it's like you're taking off a lot of clothes that don't fit you anymore, but you still have clothes. You're not naked, of course, but you still have clothes, but they feel as though they're more appropriate for you at this point in time. Mary, all yours.
I have to agree with the last that you said, because I feel like this is a time for you to rid yourself not only of the excess things that you have gathered around you and your thoughts, but people. Because sometimes our dearest friends can hold us back. And you have the ability to know who they are because you know who makes you shine and who doesn't. But I would rethink, because there's a lot of doubt seeming to hold you back, where you can have other moments, and that's right now, because most of the time you're high up. But I would like to caution you and think, got to clean my mind and get rid of the fear. I have to do that every day. So I think that you cleaning up around you is a positive reason to celebrate, because a new you is being born.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for calling. I want to, kind of put an exclamation point as far as what Mary and I have said, because there's so much new that's available to you that if you hold on to the old, the new doesn't have a chance to layer over it. So definitely keep a journal and pay attention to the changes that you're making, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
All righty. Okay, we've got, losing my breath here. We've got Ellen here. Hi, Ellen. How you doing?
Hi, Barbara. Hi, Mary.
Hi. Is this Helen or Ellen?
Ellen.
Ellen, no H.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
You want to go first, Mary? Go.
Okay. Well, Ellen is my sister's name, and I hope you are as positive as she is. Okay. So, they made me run my hand through my hair. Do you have the beautiful hair?
I wish I did. I'm changing my hair as soon as the salon opens up next week. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it is still
about.
beautiful. Okay. So never doubt it, because you're a beautiful woman. So, are you the baker also?
No.
Well, there's a baker around you. Oh, but I won't even go there, okay? But this is. Are you like me, collecting coats?
No.
What is it you collect?
Nothing really. Dust. I don't know.
Well, I think you're going to be surprised. Go ahead, Barb.
She collects people. She collects people. She has a lot of unique people around her. I wouldn't mix them all together, but they're all very nice people. And it feels as though she has this element here of, gosh, there's legality here and foundation. It's almost like you are making a contract with yourself to create a new foundation to work from. And I do want to go back to the collection thing, because the element of collection is really, and not that you're being put in collection, I do feel that you are collecting, have to be specific here, I feel that you are collecting people, and there are new people coming into your life. And as I said before, they seem to be from different walks of life, so they wouldn't mix well at a party. But individually, they are very special. So it feels like you are good friends with a lot of people, but not groups. And I think for you that's very important, because a group would choke your creativity, but individuals will encourage it. So I would say that as we go along here in the year, it does feel as though there's a lot of new material coming in, and there's money coming in as you get into the fall time frame with the new foundations that you're creating for yourself today. Okay?
It sounds wonderful. Thank you.
It's very exciting.
Ellen, you're a beautiful woman.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well,
okay,
bye-bye.
I'm sorry.
Well, before you hang up, I think it's important to even expand on that. Anybody can be pretty, but to have a spirit that is beautiful is very unique, and you have both.
Oh.
That
was
Thank
nice,
you.
Barbara.
You made my day.
Okay. Take care now.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. Jeannie is hard at work here. I'm trying to follow the numbers that she's putting together for me. Okay. We've got Barbara here. Hi, Barbara. How are you doing?
Good, Barbara. And hi, Mary.
Hi, Barbara.
Had to make sure it wasn't me.
Hope to follow the same path, so, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give you what I get here, and it does feel like you, it feels like you have felt as though you have been held back and held and restrained in many aspects of your life. And I have to tell you that while I will concur that you may have felt that, but I will also tell you that it was not so. And that you have the key to be able to unlock the doors that seem to have held you back. I would say here that there's healing energy, so you've been working on yourself internally and healing emotional stuff, and you're evolving into a new spiritual aspect that is very profound. And as we get into the September time frame, that spiritual aspect is going to absolutely flower. And I see a lotus here, and it's flowering. And it's almost as though you've been working on aspects of spirituality, wondering if you were making a difference or headway. And the question is absolutely, but the universe doesn't always reward us immediately. It makes us work so that our ego is not stroked, but our spirit is enlightened. And sometimes if we get too much confirmation, our ego becomes too great and then overwhelms the gifts that we've been working on manifesting. I think you're perfect in the way you've been doing things. And I want you to understand that the spiritual stuff is very strong here. You're not going to put a white sheet on and go to the mountaintop and wait for the mothership, but you are going to be utilizing your spirituality in new and different ways as we get into the fall time frame. Mary, all yours.
Okay, I don't think I can follow that because I will tell you the very first thing I picked up is that you are one tough cookie, and I respect that greatly because I don't think you get enough credit for your good decisions and your ability to move forward. And I think that everything that Barbara was mentioning is wonderful for you because I think that there are some issues that are sort of hidden around you, and you can bring them out and enjoy them and know that they're part of your creation and the good Lord's creation. But I have to reiterate, you make up your mind and you're tough as nails. Not nasty. You're just what I call a survivor. And years and years ago, I realized that I was a survivor. And I'm going to put you right in that category. You're a survivor, and I like that because these are the people that help others and do not destroy themselves.
Thank you very, very much, both of you.
Yeah. Let me
also add to it, you have an incredible sense of humor, and that is something that is very, very special. And that makes you even more special because oftentimes being serious and pontificating, you put people to sleep. You teach with laughter and share wisdom that is profound.
I try.
You do a good job, Barb.
Good job, Barbara.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, okay. I hope Jeannie is listening. I don't know if she is or not, but I see a lot of numbers here with no names to them, so I would assume she hasn't actually screened them yet. So I'm following the number system here as best I can. Okay, let's see. I want to make sure I play with a full deck here. The cat knocked a couple of cards to the floor, and, if you're not playing with a full deck, it's really sad. Okay. Oh, my. Okay, we've got Bren here. Hi, Bren.
Hey, Barbara. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How about you?
Yeah, really hanging in as best as I can. Yeah.
Well, it's better than letting go and drowning for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I have here is bad English, obviously. This is going to be a time in which it's really important you take care of yourself. I would hope that with the time that we've had to go within ourselves and learn a little bit more about ourselves, you've used it wisely. I do feel it appears that you have. I feel that there is a whole new pathway open for you. There are new beginnings that are going to be opening up for you as you get more and more into the September time frame. Summer is going to be a time where you're putting things in order and you're decluttering. And it does feel that there's also an element here of, instead of trying to think where you should be going, instead allow yourself to go with the flow that is carrying you in the right direction. Often if we think, we don't end up where the universe really wants us, and
right.
just allowing yourself to be drawn forward instead of trying to push forward, it will save migraine headaches for sure. And if you try to paddle upstream and you don't have a paddle, and ultimately you're going to have to go with the flow. So why not go with the flow first instead of making yourself crazy? Mary, what do you have?
Well, I've got two basic things, Brent. First thing I got is to buy yourself a new pair of shoes, and I speak a lot about that because it means so much, because when we buy a pair of shoes for no reason, maybe we do need them, maybe we don't, but because they look good to us, we are honoring the creative process and our guardian angel that said, honor who you are.
Right.
So something, whether you buy a new pair of shoes, but treat yourself in some way. It's very important that we remember to do this, because our world is complicated, our world is turmoil, and everything seems to be in a smoky holding pattern. But absolutely reaching forward, and I don't care if it's a candy bar or a box of donuts or a steak dinner. The point is to honor who you are and the place where you are at this particular point in time. And when you do that and you get in the habit of it, what happens is that you start seeing more joy come into your life and things manifesting quicker, because you're appreciating before they get to you. And I'm supposed to take off my hat to you. Were you in the service?
No, I wasn't.
Who around you? I've got someone who was in the service. But anyway, it does not matter. The point is to honor yourself and salute yourself, because you're a good person. And now go out and treat yourself. And I think October is going to be a very special and prosperous week for you. Month, not week, month. Okay?
All right, thank you.
Good. Thank you for calling.
Okay, I want to also expand on what Mary said for a second. She was right. You are in the service to humanity. And you are definitely a gift to all those that you know, so that it may not be a form of the government, but you have been in service all your life and will continue to be. So, yes, take your hat off to him, Mary. It's very appropriate.
Oh, good. But I have to say, I think you've had lifetimes. I think you died in World War II. I think you died at Pearl Harbor.
Wow. I feel Civil War, too. I've always been...
I believe that. Yes, I have a lot of people in my own life who were in the Civil War. So, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks for calling, Bren.
Thank you both. Yeah, take care.
Thank you. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it was service to humanity. It was, you were dead on.
Well, thank you, Barbara. And you put it into words. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that.
Well, very often we get a sign and we don't know what it's a sign for, and it isn't our job really to interpret it. But in that case, I could butt in, and so I did.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
and Barb, it's like if you had two pieces of apple pie in front of you, and you and I were there, and you would share a piece of apple pie, wouldn't you?
I would absolutely do that. But if you don't stop talking about food, I'm going to have to stop and have something to eat here because you're making me hungry.
Okay.
with all these, references to food here. Okay, we've got Christina here. Hi, Christina. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. It's wonderful to hear your voice and your lovely co-host. I listened at Christmas time, and I didn't get through, but just to hear you go and do readings, it was amazing. I love you so much, and thank you. You're amazing.
Wow.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice,
quitting now.
Barbara.
I don't know about you, Mary, but okay. So,
well, we're not going to sing Jingle Bells, but maybe Silent Night.
Well, I normally do this maybe once a year because Mary was so condescending and saying, "Oh, sure, I'll do a show." Here we are twice a year. Okay, so what I've got here, it's Mary's fault. You're on a place, you're evolving into another aspect of yourself, which I think is phenomenal. You're probably having either amazing dreams or you can't sleep at night. There's an excitement inside of you that you can't put a finger to, and it's that there is new energy that is coming and flowing through you. And certainly with the solstice coming up, I would say that this is the time for you to get a journal out and start journaling the changes that are going to be evolving as we get past the solstice. There's new healing energy here. I think you're a healer, but possibly in a unique and different way. Often we can be a healer by listening. We can be a healer by talking. We can be a healer. It doesn't have to be a hands-on type thing, but you do have a lot of healing energy here, and I do feel also this comes from many, many past lives, so that this is a past life in which you're going to be manifesting a lot of those things that you've been holding inside of you, waiting for an appropriate time to start to practice. And I do feel that practicing things that you feel you need to do is very important. You don't have to be good. You just have to practice. I have no voice, but I sing in spite of myself. Of course, nobody pays to hear it, but it's don't let other people dictate how you celebrate life. Do it in your own way and your own joyful way, and that will start to manifest a lot of change in your life, because I see the combination of creative healing energy here, and I feel that you're going to find many different ways in order to bring it into reality and facilitate your growth and your evolution and your ascension along with those of the people around you. Mary, go for it.
Okay. Well, I'm busy listening. So, sorry, Christina, I have to know more about you. But, okay, what I did get and what I am getting is that people find you. So I really think that this is going to be from now for about 9 months, you're going to have a lot of people around you. I don't know if you got a job to fill, but there are a lot of people here. So, and you really, have you not relaxed for a while? You must need a vacation.
Yes.
Because this is really important, because I see a past life where you were really, and I want you to think about this, but you had a past life that's coming through where you did nothing more than build mud huts. So this goes way back. Okay, so do you understand me?
I understand you, and I see the house, and when I came out of my body, they had laid me on a table, and my spirit went out up through the windows that were up high, and I went without. I was like a white woman, green hair, very thin, on a lot of land with lots of those little hooks on your boots. I just, when you were speaking, that came to me, and I have seen that throughout my life.
Okay, yeah. So it is very important for you to know and remind yourself that you are here in the world of 2020, and you have to find a place where you find yourself. It can be gardening. It can be building mud houses again. We don't care, but it is about finding your inner soul. You with me?
That's what I'm searching. Yes, I am so searching. Yeah.
And I would suggest that you walk backwards through your house, and that's very important to walk backward. Make sure maybe someone is helping you walk backwards, but when you walk backwards, your eyes and your mind take a different perspective. And I hope anybody who's listening understands. Wayne, sometimes if I've got a bad headache or I'm confused about something, he'll walk me from room to room backwards. He's holding on to my hands, and he steps and I step, and in just seconds, the brain starts to turn around. So give yourself the fun of that. Give yourself the fun of doing this. And above all, Christina, know your guardian angel is always there.
Thank you. Thank you for that, because I said a prayer asking whatever I need to hear, please let it come through.
Okay.
I feel like everyone you talk to I could identify with. Like, we were all here, meant to call, and everything that you're saying is applying to everybody.
It is, and this is for you, and Barbara and I are trying our best on this, because you give yourself, and everybody pay attention to this, give yourself permission to be who you are and enjoy the highs, have the sorrows, and then pick yourself up and walk backwards and go, wow, look at this. Man, I can walk backwards. But I got somebody helping me walk backwards, because we're not in this alone.
Good point.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Christina. Thank you for calling.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Many blessings. You guys are amazing.
Same to you. Many blessings. Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, wow. Isn't it amazing how anytime we do something like this, just the right people call and the right messages get out there, and and we didn't have to do any work other than just it's not work, it's opening up the spirit.
I agree. You all are so kind and wonderful to come and visit Barbara and I.
I so appreciate it, and the fact that we can in just a few minutes give everybody, and like she said, every message is meant for everyone, because there's something about an energetic that we created that drew people in that needed to hear whatever we have to say, and it's not just for each particular person, it's for everybody who's listening, and it's very exciting to do this kind of work. So that said, we've got Sharon here. Hi, Sharon.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I just turned my volume up. Hello.
Hello. Okay, so what I've got here is that this is a time for laughter for you. This is a time to allow the joy that you have inside to spill out and overflow and sort of enfold everyone with the love and the joy that you have inside of you. I feel strongly that you have been it's really interesting. You've been digesting a lot of new material that has come your way. Here's food again. I must be hungry. And so it's it's sort of like you've been masticating and digesting a lot of new information, and you're gonna switch it around and create it into your own philosophy and your own inner truth. I feel that you've been searching for a very long time for a lot of different insights, and it does feel as though that they are sort of manifesting, and you're having the pieces of your puzzle come together, so you understand part of the reason and the purpose of your journey this lifetime. But among other things, there is the element of teacher here, and it does. If you're not actually a real teacher, you are a teacher in spirit, so that your life, your lessons, your wisdom, your ability to laugh at a lot of situations teaches a lot of other people how to get through the difficult times that they're in. And I do feel that as we come into the fall, you're going to find that there is a lot of joy and celebration around you, and it's going to help you build new directions for your life that are going to be profoundly different than you anticipate, but even more beneficial than you thought. Mary, yours.
Sharon, I'm so glad that Barbara started off that way, because the very first thing that I got picked up is how intelligent you are. And I think sometimes you forget that. And I would like you to know that in your last life, you were a fisherman, and you spent a lot of time by yourself, and you managed your boat, and you went out fishing every day. I really think you were off the coast of Nova Scotia, and that makes me cold just to think about it. But it is a matter of relying on yourself, and in this life, you have a lot of people. Do you take care of a lot of people?
I have recently, yes.
Okay, well, you know how to do this. People that are around you need the help. And you just take a deep breath, honey, and, well, if it were me, I would be closing my aura to all but my higher self. That's my Christ self, my guardian angel, and say, help! And then I'd bring my energy back down. I'd take another deep breath, and I'd tell them what they're supposed to hear. And because you know the answers.
Oh, okay. That's wonderful. Wow.
Okay? And if you don't know it right away, you know where to find it. And you pat somebody's hand and you tell them, it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you.
Okay,
You're welcome.
Sharon. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay. Oh, we have a Mary here. Hi, Mary.
Hi there, girls, ladies.
Hi.
Hi.
Let me see. You spell your name M-A-R-Y.
Yes.
You want to start, Mary?
No.
Okay. All righty. No, we had agreed I would start, but every now and then it feels like she wants to leap in. So, but that's okay. I do feel that you are. It's really fascinating because this hits me right immediately. In past lives, you have been one who has been an example, been a teacher, been a shaman, been a person who taught the golden rule. The golden rule is really important for you, and in many past lifetimes, you have created the foundation for what became early, and I'm talking early, spiritual organizations. It's before religion, and it feels as though you have been that wise woman that stood out of the crowd, and it feels as though today you are one of those people who are here to teach, here to share wisdom, and yet you're not hanging up a shingle or anything like that. But it does feel as though you give people, you give people stories, you give people examples, you teach people through just quiet questioning and stuff like that. You are an amazing healer, but you're one of those I want to say ascended masters who have come to walk around humanity and help to create sense out of confusion and peace out of anger. And I do believe that you do that just by your mere existence. And I don't think you realize the power that you carry within. You are a powerful, powerful person. Your intuition is amazing, but beyond that, your spiritual wisdom is profound. And it feels like you're constantly seeking answers, or you're growing constantly, you're researching constantly, and information and wisdom seems to flow to you from the most unusual of places. And you can see a wisdom in a cracked cup, and it's just phenomenal. You are doing your best to not be noticed and teach in your silence, and it's profound. Mary, what do you get?
Wow. Powerful.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Wow. Hey, absolutely wow. I don't know if I have anything else to say, but
you've never been able to
I'm
Mary.
speechless. That was a lot. Mary, do you have a question?
Well, actually, it really does. All that applies to what is going on. I mean, always in my life. I would say that's who I am. But actually, I'm dealing with a very complicated health matter that seems to be just kind of taking the life out of everything that I'm working so hard to do. And I've been waiting for resolution that just doesn't seem to be coming, and that's kind of a pressing issue. Even though I don't have answers for that. Let's say I have answers for many things and other people, but not for myself at this point.
Well, Mary, I have been there many, many times from one Mary to another, and all you can do is follow the path and go with the authorities until you hear your own voice. Because this is a time of, and I have been there, of where your head just spins. So this is a time someone else has to lead the way.
Yeah,
and you have,
like you said,
you have to keep saying, God is in control. And if you ever feel that God is not in control, you get up and change pattern, because God will just be telling you that this is a different direction. But for right now, it's all about having acceptance until you receive the perfect answer for you. Patience is difficult.
Oh, yes, indeed. But,
okay, and us
Barbara,
Marys have none.
Everything Barbara said, too, was true. I've been on a spiritual path almost all my life. I've done a lot of research. I was a researcher at one time in a certain capacity. I have been a teacher in this world, and I have tried to lead people in directions that I felt I was given to tell them. They don't always follow, of course, but I can relate to very much what she said about that.
Good. Well, just be patient. And everything that Barb said, I mean, you're an amazing woman. Honor where you are at this moment and keep being grateful for the moment that you are in. And then you move forward into a better day.
Okay, and I will give you a caveat that it sickens me all the time, but it's heal or heal thyself.
Yes. Thank you
okay, Mary.
very much. I appreciate that, and many blessings. It's good to hear you again, Mary. It's been a long time.
Thank you. It's nice. And I'm so grateful to Barbara, because I didn't even know I said this, but Barbara reads my mind.
Okay, hear you again. Good night now.
Good night.
Good night.
Blessings.
Yeah, every
now
and
and
then
Barbara. You read my mind all the time.
Well, every now and then I channel you to people. And sometimes not quite as well as you
could you channel
might.
the lottery? I'll take that.
yeah, I wish I could.
Yeah, I know,
Okay.
I know. But that's okay. I am grateful for here. So there we go. So
Okay,
yes.
we got Miranda here. Hi, Miranda. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm well, thank you.
Good. Okay, I got cards out here for you. This is a time of new beginnings for you. So I feel that you're at a point in time where you are tying up loose ends and you are getting ready to move forward into new areas of expertise. And you know, every 10 years or so, I change just about everything in my life, and everybody has a different number in which, you know, they reinvent themselves. And I feel strongly you're at a point in time where you are beginning to reinvent yourself. You're beginning to make changes. You're beginning to open yourself up to new possibilities and potentialities. And it does feel as though your throat chakra is becoming more and more active. In other words, you're speaking your mind, not swallowing your words. And if you swallow your words and don't speak, you're going to give yourself an upset stomach. So this is a time frame where it's important for you to let people know how you feel. Do it nicely, do it kindly, but do it, because in the past you haven't, and I do feel that there may have been small stomach issues when you just swallowed your words and let things go. This is not a time for that. This is a time where you need to really speak up and put your voice out there. I feel also that there's a lot of creative energy in here, and it's important for you to sort of get more creative in a lot of the things you do, and the more creative you get, the more spiritual things become, and it does create a snowball effect to move you in the direction that you sort of want to go in. Mary?
Miranda, there are sort of new beginnings. I don't know if you wish a new job, but there is something here that's coming your way that is like a new job. So whether it's actually something for money or something that occupies your time, you're going to be introduced to something that's really beneficial. And I don't know if you're calling in regards to money, but there seems to be abundance around you. So if it's not, I would buy a lottery card myself, but I would also think, what do I need to make my life more abundance? And if it is love, I would say, thank you, God, for just the right amount of love coming from just the right people or person, and be grateful for it. So I would put together something that I want, I would recognize it, and then I'd be grateful for it. But you do have some wonderful opportunities coming your way, and the ability to create more.
Wow, yeah. I'm actually looking for some sort of avenue where I can serve and learn and go back to the skills I learned back in school many years ago.
Okay. Well, then, think of it as an affirmation, or just talk to God every day. Take time and put it on your schedule that this is what you want, your life. And you know what? Life just will hit you smack dab in your third eye saying, this is it. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, that'll be wonderful.
But I do think there'll be a little bit of money involved with it.
Oh, wonderful. That's
so
don't
be impatient. Just know it's coming. Nobody under the sun would have ever told me that I was going to earn money as a psychic. No way. But but I did.
That's.
I do want to I want to add here too. I keep hearing, be careful what you ask for, because you're probably going to get it.
There you go. That's why you got to think it through and spend time in the morning and asking, and at evening grateful for everything.
Oh, okay. That's very important to be grateful.
It is. Morning, noon, and night.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Well, that's an encouraging message. I do hope it all comes true.
It will. It will. Little by little, it does. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thank you so much. Thank you.
You're great. Thank you, Miranda.
Thank you both. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, Barb. Thank you, Barb. I love that.
Oh, well, every now and then I look around and I realize that, oh, crap, I asked for all this, but not at the same time. And,
Shoot.
Okay. We got Lisa here. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing?
Hi. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Hi,
our
Lisa.
pleasure. Our pleasure. Okay, so I would say that you're working really hard on making some changes, and it feels as though you're putting your house in order. And I don't necessarily mean that you have a messy house. I think it's talking. What I'm seeing here is your internal house. You're sort of straightening things out and shifting things around. I think also, though, now that I look again, that it does have something to do with moving furniture around and changing the flow of energy. I'm not a crazy advocate of feng shui, but it's something that I would look into if I were you, because I think it might help you to get the energy flowing a little bit better. It feels like you've been working very hard at making changes, and I do feel that there is a potential that your home is going to shift, change. You're either contemplating a move, or you're going to change the internal atmosphere of your house here as we get into the August time frame, because house is definitely a focus there. And it does feel as though you're moving to create a new energy so that your life will move ahead more rapidly and more easily than it has. You've struggled probably the last 6 months, and yet it feels like there's a wonderful flow coming. So I would buckle your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. Mary?
Oh, wow. I'm kind of speechless here because, again, Lisa, the energy they show me, you're a very beautiful woman. And do you have children? There's children here.
I have a son that I haven't seen in 7 years. He's 35 this year.
Ah, okay. Well, then that's why he's not coming in very clearly. But they are saying, and maybe you're already doing this, say good night to him every night and imagine that you are putting him to bed, because it's an act of kindness, it's an act of love. And then you send him a kiss and wish him all the best. And it does not matter if there are bad times between you or good times. He's not there now. So send him love on a greater plane, and part of the trauma within you will disappear. This was supposed to happen. It has a lot to do with him also. Do you understand?
It was supposed to happen. Is he ever supposed to come back?
Say that again, please.
You're saying it's supposed to happen. Will he ever come back? Because I died that day 7 years ago.
I don't have that. All I know is that you are supposed to be saying hello to him and sending him love every day. Because the water is still murky and so much is still there. But I do think it stems from past life.
Good grief. I hate past lives because you aren't who you were then, and you sure do suffer now.
Okay? Because you are in them right now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay. All right, girls, thank you.
We're so creative, and all of this is such a turmoil. All you can do is do the very best that you can do at this point, because this is not your first life. It is not your last life. It is not his first life. It is not his last life.
And do remember, we create our reality by our perception of it. And if, as Mary said, you put him to bed, kissed him goodnight, and wished him well and loved him, if you create an atmosphere of absolute love, whether he's there or not, if you are loving and sending love and acting as though he were there in love, it could help to draw him back. But I don't know how long it will take.
Yes.
Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
It does lighten your soul, and it will eventually lighten his. The time is always difficult to predict.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Always has to be a hard one, doesn't there?
Yes. And you know, this is why I talk about illusions so much, because Richard Spock illusions, because we all get stuck in the life we're leading when we are on a continuous journey of life after life after life until we have reached a point where we become one with God, and only a higher energy than us know when that's going to happen. And meanwhile, we just have to keep smiling and doing our best.
Keep on plugging.
That's right.
We've got Erica here. Hi, Erica. How's it going?
Hi. Thank you for taking my call this evening. It's been a while
you're so welcome.
Since I heard you online. I listen to your show sometime, but I remember when you started in the beginning and with Christine. Not sure where she's at now, but thank you for taking my call.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So you've got a time here where it feels like it feels like, you know, the machines that they put horse races in before they race, the chutes. It feels like you're in a chute, ready to be let go, and you know, it like there's an energy inside of you that is kind of like, I'm going to go, I'm going to win, I'm going to go, the anticipation is incredible here, and I feel that as we get into July, the chute is going to open, and you're going to move forward in a new and unusual way. There are new beginnings here. There's commitment to make changes. There's certainly the element of you probably by the fall time taking on a lot more than you really want to achieve, but it's almost as though it's your time to get more involved and busier, and I do feel that there's the element of commitment here, there's the element of creativity, and it feels as though this is your time to shine. Yes,
thank you.
It is your time to shine, and it does feel as though the spotlight will fall upon you. My only caution is that it doesn't mean that you have arrived someplace. It means that people are acknowledging you, and the race is a lot longer than most of us think. So it's not a what do they say? It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. But you are drawing the attention of people. You're getting acknowledgement. But remember, the race is still going on. Mary, all yours.
Okay. Erica, what I first picked up is that you're a very intelligent woman, but sometimes you forget to use it. I don't know if you hesitate before you speak up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, because this comes from either this life or a past life where a very strong authoritative figure told you, shut up. And it is a matter of saying, well, go to hell, because my voice needs to be heard. You have wonderful ability and a great intelligence.
I'm trying. You know, it's hard when you have chronic illness, and then some people don't want to hear it. They're asleep. We got a lot of sleep sheep around us, but.
Yeah, but you know, okay, and just know that this life you are intelligent, maybe, but I do feel that there's like a new job or a new direction for you, because what you generally put your heart and your soul and your love and your determination in, you accomplish.
Yeah.
Okay? And it does not matter time. Time is not important on determination unless somebody's handing over you with a whip in their hand. But that's not about this. This is about your voice being heard and believing in yourself and moving forward.
Okay.
Okay? Giving yourself permission. See, here we go back again to those shoes that I like to tell people to buy. Okay, buy yourself a pair of fun shoes, and look at them and go, I just bought myself a pair of silly shoes, but I love them and I'm worth it.
Right.
Well, that's better than me telling them to
Regardless.
get new underwear. So that, definitely better.
Okay, Erica, she didn't tell you to buy underwear. I'm telling you to buy shoes. Okay?
Yes, I'm a shoe queen. So yes.
Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And each time you do it, you put your foot up and you honor that pair of shoes because your foot looks so damn good.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
baby.
All right, Erica, you're a doll. Thank you.
Thanks for calling,
both.
Erica. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Barbara.
Okie dokie. Here we go. We've got, I hope I pronounced this right. We've got Shanna here. Hi, Shanna.
Hello.
Hello. Is it Shanna or Shauna?
It's Shayna.
Shayna.
Yeah. All right. So I knew I was going to mess it up. I didn't think I was totally messed up, but there we go. Okay, I've got you here, and it does feel as though this is a time of new beginnings and new foundations for you. It does feel as though you are at a point in time where you just have decided to make changes, and it does feel as though you've turned the world upside down just about making them. I feel that as you move into the summertime, you're going to find yourself organizing things and reorganizing and reorganizing a lot of things. There's a sense here of almost compulsive reorganization going on, almost like if you don't have something to reorganize, you fidget. And every now and then, I've gotten to the point where if everything I have around me is reorganized and a friend comes to visit, I'll reorganize their purse. So that's what I'm feeling here. Not that don't get in trouble doing it, but it does feel as though there's a sense here you need to have organization around you, and no matter what it is, you will move things around or you shift things around so that they appear to be more in place than they were originally. I do feel that you're coming to a time here where you're letting go of a lot of things and you're moving into new directions so that you can sort of gather new material. And I keep hearing gathering new material. I don't know if it's research material or if it's literal material or if you're looking for material for a story or a book or a play, but the word material is really here strongly. And I feel that as you come towards the end of the year, that there's a commitment to a new direction, a new job offering of some sort that is going to take you into a direction that you never even imagined you would go for, but it's going to be amazing for you. Okay, Mary?
Okay.
Shayna, you have a wonderful imagination, and I think you organize because I think you can see things so much clearer in your eye than the ordinary person can, and it boosts your brain also. And are there any children around you?
Yes.
Well, the reason I'm asking, because I really feel that, like one of the previous callers, that you have the gift of gab. So you have a gift of storytelling. So if I were around you, I'd be saying, tell me a story, and see where that goes. And here's another interesting part on when you have this ability to tell a story. Often you also have an ability to reach higher levels in your meditations. So don't feel grounded, reach for the stars. And that comes through meditation and gratitude and prayer. You have a lot of wonderful abilities around you that I don't think you've fully tapped into.
Okay.
Okay? So
thank you.
And you are a loyal person. So
yes, I am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm going to let that shine. Okay?
Okay. Thanks for calling, and thanks for waiting in line for so long too.
Yes.
Those of you who are still waiting in line, we're on a roll, so hang in there with us. I know a lot of you have waited for an hour, so Mary and I really appreciate the fact that you're calling in and waiting so long. It really
We really do.
Really do. Like I said, if you weren't here, we'd be trading recipes. You may laugh, but there have been shows where the chat room was more active than the queue, and people were trading recipes. This goes way back, of course. So
yeah.
we've got Trish here. Hi, Trish.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing well. On a roll here. So this is you're coming into a time here. This summer is a time where you really need to take care of yourself, and it's a matter of making sure that you're treating yourself from time to time and letting yourself know how much you appreciate the you inside. It's kind of a time where, on a spiritual level, there's a recognition for the spirits that are around you, the angelic energies, the other dimensions. I feel you visited frequently by loved ones who have crossed over, by not only loved ones, but every now and then you get the angelic energies coming in here, which is really quite profound. I really hope you're journaling. I really hope you're writing things down. I really hope you are paying attention to some of the amazing wisdom and information that comes through, whether dreams or inspiration or whatever manner of whatever manner that the spirit within speaks to you. You have a tremendous amount of richness in all areas of your life, and by the time we get to the close of the year, not only is there a greater abundance of money coming your way, and that's not from somebody dying or something like that. It's there is more money coming into you, however, but at the same time there's more wisdom that is available to you, and to me that's a greater enrichment than money, because wisdom can be applied to enrich your entire life. Money can just buy toys, and I have nothing against toys. But the wisdom is something that is far greater, that will carry you into a greater appreciation of this and other dimensions. And as we hit, into the new year, your ability to see into other dimensions and seek out and feel portals and the ley lines and all of this wonderful spiritual stuff coming in. Not that you haven't looked at it, learned about it, and experienced it, but it's going to be tenfold after the first of the year. So take care of yourself and focus on the things that are important for you. Do understand that what you send out to other people does return to you greatly magnified, and it's the energy that's the important stuff, not donating money. Mary, up to you.
Okay. Well, the number one thing that I saw around you, Trish, from the get-go was money. And so I'm glad that Barbara hit on that, because I feel also that you have an opportunity to create or accept more money into your life. Now, it can be as easy as getting a new job, successful recognition for something, or selling something. But you are surrounded by that, and I would, if I were you, I would pay more attention to the fact that you are good at savings, you just sometimes forget it. So pay attention to what advice is coming towards you, because people are telling you, if you do this or you do that, then the money will grow. So I hope you do. And if do you by any chance have a piece of property that's up for sale?
No, I don't. But, it's interesting you said that. I do have a piece of property that was actually what I was calling, that is involved in a legal situation that just keeps dragging on and on and on. And it's dragged on so long, I've been worried about money.
Okay. Well, yeah, I really feel that it's coming to an end. But if it's not in 2 months, it will be probably in February. But this is going to end. So if I were you, I would say to myself, okay, how do I save some money? Let's find an easy investment and pay attention to it. And every single time you start feeling like, golly Moses, this is never going to sell. Okay, and this is all this, just bless the situation, call upon your own guardian angel to keep you calm, and thank the universe and the heaven for a successful end to this nonsense.
Right. Well, that was a wonderful reading from both of you. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Well, we try, don't we, Barb? Okay.
We do.
Trish, and thank you. And heaven wants to thank you because you do a lot of prayers.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Now turn them around and accept the prayers for yourself too. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
And you know, with the way that we're doing this evening, basically we're trying to give you what Spirit wants you to hear. And hopefully you can apply it appropriately. If we could spend half an hour with everybody, we'd do that, but then Mary would definitely not be out of retirement.
No.
Okay, so that was Nancy, right?
Nope, Nancy's next, I think.
Nancy's next.
We had Trish.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Nancy.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, you're so welcome. Okay, so I keep trying to get the switchboard straight and my card straight and Mary straight. A lot
Thank
of
you, Barbara.
lines here. So there's a wonderful flow of continuity here. It feels as though you have a new rhythm, and that rhythm is that new rhythm that you have within you is a continuity of spirit and creativity. And it does feel as though there is a wonderful flow of energy here. I think it brings new balance into your life, and it helps you to evolve into new directions. There's also the element here of body, mind, spirit coming together and enabling you to move into almost a time of initiation, almost a time of crossing a threshold into a new portal or a new step towards a spiritual understanding that will enhance all of your life. It feels like it's going to move towards the beginning of the year where I see the new beginnings. But what's happening is that as we go through the summertime into the fall, there's a sense here of you bringing things into a better balance, bringing things into a better understanding of how they integrate together to create an amazing network of energy that will allow you to flow and to clothe yourself in a more spiritual garment, so to speak, so that your life is enhanced greatly, not only by the physicality, but by the spiritual energy that is interwoven into all aspects of your life. People are going to probably accuse you from time to time as being, so spiritual that you forget that you're a human in a lifetime here, and it does feel as though the spiritual calling and drive is definitely here, but it is important to wear clothes and have a roof over your head and food in your mouth. So a mundane job of some sort is definitely important for you, but it does feel as though there's a spiritual dawning going on here that is really profound, and it does feel as though it's going to be very exciting, and that you will find a balance between the physical and the spiritual realities that will feed you and fuel you for decades yet to come. Mary?
Wow, thank you.
Oh, well, good. But I have to ask you because, Nancy, have you felt like your energy is off lately?
It's been off because I have a lot on my plate right now. I'm going to be moving and.
Well, did you have a shock this last year, a surprise?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, because I write people's names down, and you started off very strong, and then you didn't get my handwriting didn't turn bad, but it was completely different than what was at the beginning. So the only thing I could come up with or put together was you had to have had a shock in your life, because that it is when we have a shock, or you lose a job, or someone you love dies, or something like this.
Right.
There is a king around you by all means on the other side. So he said his crown slipped a little bit, but he wants to say hello to you. And I have to tell you that everything will be returning to a better place, because basically you're a fortunate woman. So you have stars, you have friends, you have people around you, but that shock, and we've all had shocks in our life, it lingers for a while until time just passes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so then it will be all right, and you'll be back to your normalcy. But I think you've still got about 6 more months of growing in front of you. Nothing bad anymore, but just the ability to grow out of it.
No, I
and
understand
move
that totally.
forward. And I have to ask you, was there an older man around you who passed that you thought very favorably of?
It was my husband. Mhm.
He is definitely here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And he holds out his hand to you, but he makes me laugh because he puts on this crown and he said to tell her, "It's your king."
Oh, how funny. No, actually, he's visited me a couple of times, so I feel very, very close to him.
Well, then he really is, okay? And he says he even makes noise and knocks on the wall, knocks on things, and, you know, oh, you are fortunate. Hey, you are a person, and all that Barbara said is going to come true to you, but it's because you have a very strong belief and knowledge and acceptance of the passing of time and the illusion of life and the reality of being in spirit.
Well.
Okay? So don't give up. You have stars around you and a husband who wears a crown.
Yeah, he always made me laugh. That's for sure.
Okay. So you're very fortunate.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for calling, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
Barbara, thank you, Mary.
You're welcome. Thank you, Barbara.
Oh, my pleasure. So we've got Debbie here. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. Hey, thank you. I'm so glad I got in.
Hi, Debbie.
Well, you know, we are cruising because we don't normally push this hard, but there are so many of you. We're pushing. So,
thankful.
Debbie, I've got your cards here, and it does feel as though there is a sense here of new foundations, of new beginnings, and this month especially, there's a new beginning for new directions, and I feel that you are working really, really hard at making changes, really, really hard at organization, and the only thing I have to caution you against about is that while it's very appropriate to do that with your life, please, Spirit is saying, please understand that you don't have a right to reorganize other people.
I understand.
It's not appreciated.
It's what?
But it's not appreciated.
My mom moved in with me, and I kind of got that, like, okay, I thought we were on the same page, but we're apparently not as far as organization.
Yeah. So hold to your own stuff and kind of hands off other people because it takes away their independence. And if you have nothing else to do, there's always the cupboard. You can alphabetize your medicine cabinet. You can color code your closet. You can do all sorts of weird things. Just stay out of other people's way. It does feel here as though there is this sense here of you're going to find that as you get into September, you will have volunteered for a lot more than you anticipated, and it's going to be a very overwhelming month. So take your vitamin pills. Start them in August, and then as you get into the October time frame, there is abundance coming your way. So I feel money is coming your way above and beyond what you anticipate. Again, not because of someone's passing, but because you've earned it. And it does feel as though there is this sense here of taking whatever situation that you have at that time frame, taking a look at it, saying this doesn't look as good as I'd like it to look. Let's change it and make it look a little happier. Because again, we do create our realities by our perception of it. And quite often, if something isn't fun, if you turn it into fun, you can pass through that energetic a lot faster because you're having fun with it. So it's sort of like, taking a look at everything that is coming your way and turning it to your advantage. And I do see you doing that because as you get to the December time frame, it's a time for new beginnings. It's a time for fresh starts. It's a time for being set free. And it does feel as though the element of home is a focus next year, March. You may be thinking of either moving or changing the home that you're living in so that it is more enhancing to the energy that you have at the time. So it looks like a very exciting time for you. Mary, what do you have?
Wow.
Well, I got new beginnings also, but I got it more in a creative source. So if you have been waiting to do something of adventure or creation, I would do it because right now your energy is very scattered. You have a lot of emotion to deal with. And so I would give myself the ability to do something that is absolutely of beauty and success, and maybe it's just reading some really good books and treating yourself to that every single day, because that is a creative endeavor, because when we read something, we become, for maybe 20 minutes, we become what we're reading. So if it's a mystery, we're solving a mystery. If it's how to clean, it's, oh, wow, I am really wonderful at cleaning now. Or caring for dogs because you're very loyal. But I would take my negativity and remind yourself how much love and devotion there is to yourself first, and then let it radiate out.
I hope that my mom. It does. She's a little on the negative side. I'm empathic, and it's I've found like just getting out of the house helps. Just going and sitting by a lake. And,
there you go.
If I get a little grouchy if it starts coming back, so then I'm back out of the house. But I do want to help her too. I don't want to just ignore her.
Let me tell you what I do every single day, because my guardian angel, my higher self, is always there. If I'm in a situation that is stressful, I say I close my aura to all but Euxandra. And Euxandra is the name of my guardian angel, my higher self. That's my connection to God. And I ask for peace and love and humor. Thank you. Okay? Use your tools. You know how to use them.
Yeah, I'm studying some fun stuff, tuning forks, and I took Reiki, and, you forget sometimes, I guess.
Yes, but use your tools. You will feel better. And someone is yelling, let her do the ironing.
Oh, okay. It's not that, but it's probably something like that, I guess.
Okay, good enough. Give her a job, and then watch her.
Yes, oh my gosh, I have to give her a job.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not working yet, so I didn't go back.
Folding laundry.
So
Folding laundry is a good job.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, who's ever sick in my house folds the laundry. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
Good
you
luck
so
to you,
much,
Debbie.
both of you. Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye. Okay, we've got Megan here. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hi, Megan.
How are you guys?
Doing well. Doing really well, actually.
It's great to talk to you again, Mary.
Well,
did I hear something and didn't hear it?
Hello? Hi, she just said she was glad to talk to us.
Oh, good,
Okay.
good. Thank you.
So it feels here as though actually you have the element of magic and miracles. And it feels like it's an energetic that is going to be with you for at least the next 12 months. Almost as though if you put something out there, the universe pays attention and helps you to manifest it. And understand and hear that I said helps you to manifest it. If you sit and wait for something to be done for you, you're going to sit and wait for a long time. So it's a matter of having to roll your sleeves up and get to work. And yet it does feel here as though you're at a point in time where you are working very hard towards making changes and letting go of things. It feels as though you are at a place where for the next couple of months you're going to be working hard. And it does feel as though you will come as you get into the fall time frame where you have birthed a new aspect of yourself, a new quality, a new talent, a new gift that is coming forth here. And it's going to enable you to create new foundations in more creative ways in order to apply to your reality to enhance your spiritual growth and your physical growth as well. Mary, what do you get?
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wow, I want that too. So actually I see a period of hope for the future and a lot of opportunities being given you. I don't see anything truly negative, but they keep showing myself frowning at the grocery store. So
I hate the grocery store.
Oh,
I need to lose some weight. Maybe.
Was that spirit or what? So I would suggest very strongly, because they are saying, tell her to sing as she goes through. And you can say, I hate you, you high prices. I hate you, but I'm going to be finished with this. Make up a silly song. Okay? Nobody has to hear it but you. And then when you get finished, open up a candy bar, get a cup of coffee, and say, I did it!
I was going to ask, do you guys see anything about my son? He is possibly autistic. I saw Mary 3 years ago when I was first found out I was pregnant with him. But now he's 3. And he's possibly autistic, and I don't know. We're hopeful, and he's making progress, but we're worried about him.
What's his name?
His name's Loxley.
Spell it for me.
Loxley.
He is definitely, and Barbara has thoughts too, but he is definitely taking his time. So are the test results inconclusive at the moment?
It's pretty much he's autistic, but we don't know on the spectrum how severe. But he's smart, very smart in other ways, but. We're just worried. So no official testing has been done. Small tests,
If it were me, and I'm speaking as a mother, okay, you have to put up in your mind, and Barbara is going to help too, that he is a child of 2 different dimensions, both competing to see where he is, his energy, But so you're going to have many, many surprises and good ones. And this is also the time and opportunity for you to keep a diary of what's going on and go, oh, what mood is he in today? And go for that. But he does like new shoes. And I love my shoes today. So
now you do. Let me step in here because I was a special ed teacher for 25 years. So he is special. There's no doubt about it. But the only reason they're throwing that diagnosis at you is because they don't have a diagnosis for what he actually is. And
yes.
He may be slow verbally, but not mentally. So he's not autistic. That definition does not apply to him, but he is special. So that he is wired differently. So that if ever there was a star child, he's one of them. I almost want to say he's indigo, but a different kind of indigo child. So his attention will be drawn to different things. I feel him extraordinarily intelligent, and he's going to develop his own way of communicating. And I don't believe that he really wants to use words, but he will learn how to use them briefly. But don't let them put a label on him because that will restrict him. So that it's way too soon to label him autistic. Way too soon. So don't use that term and don't talk about it because I don't believe that's what he is.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Okay, but he is special. I mean, there is a uniqueness about him, but it's not autism. It's absolutely not autism. I would know that feeling, and it's not there. So just watch him develop. When he has an interest in something, follow it through. He'll let you know what he needs.
Absolutely.
And can I ask you, do you feel like he's two different personalities? Because that's what I keep getting.
Yeah.
Okay, so then when Barbara says he's not autistic, boy, that's right.
Yeah. He's so smart. I can see it in his eyes. Like he's so smart, but he has nothing to say.
Okay. Well, no, and something telepathically, he's talking like crazy. So promise me you won't use that word again around him because that's not what he is.
Yes, I promise you.
Okay. Because, if you label him, if you think him a label, then he becomes the label, and that's ridiculous. Yeah, if you want to call him special, absolutely. But
he is special.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
We do a disservice to our children when we try to shove them in a box, and we create the box for them, and then they fill the box, and that's not right. He has wonderful talents and gifts. Enhance them and help him develop them. He'll let you know. He'll show you where he needs to go. But if you just quiet your mind, you're going to be able to hear what he's saying. And it does feel, I do strongly feel that he will develop slowly verbally because, to be honest with you, and don't teach him sign language because if you teach him sign language, he'll never talk. He'll let you know. He's a very, very, there's a brilliant mind here. There's a special child here. So celebrate it. Don't feel that, he's not normal. He's special, and that's a great thing to
be. Yeah.
And he's adorable.
Absolutely. He is adorable.
Almost really handsome.
He's very, very handsome.
There you go.
Okay. Megan, my website's BarbaraDeLong.com. You can contact me through there. Let me know how this goes, okay?
I certainly will. Thank you both very much.
Thank you.
You're
Bye-bye
welcome.
now.
Bye, Megan.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I hate titles they put on children. I think it sucks.
It does. It does. I thought that was very interesting what you said. I thought that was a wonderful way of describing it. And they're just unique people, just like we are unique people.
Absolutely.
Walking a different path.
Sickling your own way through. Okay, we've got Craig's here. Hi, Craig. How you doing?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Doing
Hello,
well,
Craig.
Actually. Okay, so you have a lot of magic around you. It's really phenomenal. I don't know if you are utilizing your spiritual stuff as much as you should be. I'm pulling back here, not wanting to go too much into the spiritual stuff because in case you haven't played with it yet, I'll sound like I'm an idiot. But what you've got here is a tremendously brilliant mind, and it feels as though you are looking into new dimensions and new areas of development and production. I feel that you're coming into a time here where you have what I call Phoenix rising energy. That means reborn out of the ashes of the old. It doesn't mean that your life crashes and burns. It just means that you understand that some things work and some things don't, and those things that don't work you let go of. You're reinventing yourself and giving yourself the ability to utilize a greater potential that's always been inside of you that you didn't recognize before but you see is there now. It feels as though at the beginning of the year there may be a change of residence or job or both. And I'm looking at both the November and the January time frame because those feel to be the time frames where you move into new directions. I almost want to say that and I'm about to choke on what I'm going to say, that there is a political feeling to some of this energy that I see around you. Not that you're going to run for office, or you could, but it does feel as though it's a matter of you wanting to be politically correct in a lot of different areas, and I do feel that you always will be. There also feels here as though there's a need to expand your wisdom, and there's a lot of writing about you, so that on top of whatever you do for work, I think writing for pleasure is something here that you might want to experience. But the next 12 months have magic and miracles connected to them, so no matter what you start or try, you will be successful at. Unless, of course, it's against the law, and then, of course, you'll go to jail. Mary?
Yeah, Craig, don't break the law, okay? But I've got something completely different here. But because I was told that you have a list of things to accomplish, and you're putting them off. And part of it is, to me, I think you have a higher self that is waiting to be experienced. And I feel that if you ever put your energy into things of religious nature or spiritual nature, I think you'd find a lot of peace. I also think you need to go camping because I'm seeing the fresh air and sleeping out in the open. So maybe you need to be away from people for a while, not to be to hibernate, but you can go into your backyard and cleanse your mind. I think you have great potential.
Okay.
And I also see a new job coming.
Well, that's fantastic.
Okay.
My wife and I'm a chef, and I was actually offered a position as the resident chef at a resort in Maine. And
yes.
And they were going to give me 2 acres of land, and part of the problem is my wife's ex-husband decided he wanted to try to take the children from us, so we've been stuck in Kansas for a year fighting for our kids, basically, so that we can take them with us.
Well, it's still around. I'm very, very sad to hear that because your creativity is waiting. So I hope you were doing something because I don't know where you're calling from in Kansas, but since I used to live there, I hope you were given the opportunity. But I will send you good thoughts, and I hope you guys are working on it, because the ex is not being very good to the kids, meaning they would have enjoyed Maine.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm a firm believer that if we don't get one thing, something better's coming. So
yes, absolutely.
So, you guys are being grateful, and I think you're going to be fine. So where's the number 3 come in?
I would either say I have 3 children of my own, 3 daughters.
Okay.
And we have 3 stepchildren kind of in the mix there as well.
Okay. Well, you really like 3. So try again, okay? And the 3rd time is probably your best.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm seeing like the January time frame where things are gonna come to fruition.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, you're so
good luck
welcome.
to you. Where mind telling me where you're calling from in Kansas?
I'm actually in Abilene. My wife has talked to you before in Salina. She worked at the buffet. She said that you used to come in and eat. She was a waitress there.
Oh, yes. Well, I did a lot of readings there, and I probably did talk to her many times. So hello to her, okay?
Yes, ma'am. I'll let her know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Oh, when he said Salina, I went, oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, we got Jeff here. Hi, Jeff. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you?
Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Actually, this has been a whirlwind for us, but it's been a lot of fun. So I got your cards out here. It does feel as though you have a very magnetic personality, and there's a sense here of I want to say you're very, very special, and that is meant in a very unique and good way. It feels as though you have the capacity to generate magic around you in many ways, so that there's a sense of charisma attached to you that is really, really very exciting. I feel strongly that you're coming into a time frame here in the fall, especially, where there are miracles and magic around you. There's angelic energy around you, so that things are going to fall into place for you. And it's not a matter of luck. It's a matter that you have put your energy out there, you have used your energy, and you have shared your energy with other people, and you have earned every bit of luck that comes your way. But to my mind at this point in time, there is no such thing as luck for you. Everything that comes your way you have earned, either in this lifetime or in past lifetimes. I think that from what I'm seeing here, there's a sense of compassion about you that is quite unique, and it creates a magnetic personality that draws people to you, and it does feel as though there's a healing energy that you can share with people, even if you're just listening, so that there is a sense here of an ascended master who has evolved into a time frame where you're not comfortable. I feel that strongly that you feel an anachronism, that you would have been much more comfortable hundreds and hundreds of years ago rather than in what society has to offer you for now. But I do feel that your energy and your ability to help people is very, very profound, and you do it in unique ways. You've sort of changed your way of, it's interesting, you have changed your way of fighting ignorance, and this time you're using words instead of weapons. So it's a cool energy that you've got here. Mary, what do you have?
Are you struggling trying to make up your mind? I have question marks all over you. So I'm sorry, I just feel like there is a part of you that is not explored.
Oh, I have all kinds of question marks. I mean, it's just a matter of in what area.
Yeah. And it's a matter of where you want to go first. And so I really feel I'm to tell you, and I feel that I'm going to borrow from Barbara here, that in this September time frame, the end of August, because we're moving into it already, that I think that if you give yourself permission to choose one and promise yourself that if you really give it your all and don't like it, then you can put it down, because it's no different than someone baking a cake and it doesn't turn out right. You don't eat it. You just put it down and you move forward. But I think that it would do your heart and your soul and your mind justice and benefit from saying, okay, today I'm going to learn to shuffle cards blindfolded. Today I'm going to read tarot cards, which I do think you'd be good at. And something that makes no sense, and give yourself permission to explore it fully, because you have a multi-leveled personality, and I think that's part of what Barbara said. So I would do that, and I think your part of your hesitation in some things will disappear when you give yourself permission. And who's got the birthday coming up? I keep hearing happy birthday.
My oldest daughter.
Oh, well, it's really important. Are your parents passed? I've got grandparents here saying hello to her.
Oh my gosh. We were just talking about that.
Well, they heard.
No, it's funny because my oldest was just sitting here and we were kind of joking around, and she was like, I wonder who I would talk to if I was ever on one of these. And she looked at me and she went, your grandma, because
exactly. And Grandma says, my arms are open, my arms are open.
Technically, my oldest is my stepdaughter, but she's my daughter. I mean, she's been my daughter since the day I met her.
Oh, my God, yeah. She just was born to the wrong person.
The day she met my grandma, I'm not kidding you, she walked up to her, she hopped up on her lap, and this was before me and my wife even got married. That day she became my, my grandma. And so, that is so crazy that you just said that.
And you're supposed to with your daughter.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how old she is now, but touch her hair. It's gorgeous.
And you say my grandpa's there?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I was almost said holy crap, but I didn't say that. Okay?
No. Well, I hate to say this to you, Mary, but we have to go.
I know. Thank you for calling in, and give love to everybody, because the other side is watching and encouraging and loving.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Mary, we are done.
We are done, yes.
Yes, and thank you. I'm so sorry for everybody that we didn't get to, but we sure did try. And
Donna, if you are still listening, I'm sorry we didn't get to you. Oh.
Well,
and I don't know how many others were there, and Liz hung up. And so.
Yeah. No.
Thank you, Barb.
A long list here, but thank you for coming out of retirement. This was a lot of fun. And it
was a lot of fun, and somebody really took good care of those phones. Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you so much.
And if Spirit moves us again in a year or so, we'll maybe do it again. But until then, good night, everybody. Thank you so much for waiting and sharing.
Good night. God bless.
Good night, Mary. Bye-bye.
Good night, Barb. God bless. Good night, Jeannie. God bless.